Oh, why? Oh, the trusts. Why did I start busting trusts, as it were? Well, the simple fact of it is this. I have no trouble allowing for people to become wealthy. I mean, I myself am. I would be a terrible hypocrite if I said, "Whoa, they shouldn't have that much money." But the trick of it is this. Those who accumulate their money and band with others who have accumulated their money, they begin to assume authority that was not given to them. You cannot allow somebody to have sway over another simply because he keeps a business better and he's accumulated wealth. Now, that does not mean I want to take that wealth away from him, but I will not have them use that wealth to abuse their neighbors. If they want a part of government where they can control how people are going to be, the fees that are going to be set for railroad costs and like, that's well. Elect him to that office so that he can change it through their authority that they've granted him through putting him in office, but not just because that's the way you want it. You see, again, that's nothing more than bullying. Pardon the expression. Well, that joke got nothing, didn't it? Lordy be. Here, I'll try it again. That's not but bullying. There we go. Now. Aye, sir.
What was your opinion of previous presidents, particularly Jefferson and Lincoln?
That man. The gentleman asked me my opinion of previous presidents. Thomas Jefferson did more to tie the hands of the federal government in doing good for people, I think, than any other president we've ever had. His notion that the government can only do those things what the Constitution says we can, it's an anathema. The more proper response is that the government is capable of doing what it can for the people of America so long as it is not specifically forbidden by the Constitution. And there's a great difference. Yeah, that settles that up. I just don't like Jefferson. As far as the better ones, I was honored. I did not understand the depth of it at the time. I was honored to have witnessed President Lincoln's funeral procession as it went down right in front of our house in New York. When I was a little boy, my brother Elliot and I are sitting right outside the window watching it. And when someone asked me who my preferred president is, I'd say Jefferson is very likely one of my favorites. Jefferson, forgive me, Lincoln is one of my favorites. I can't believe my mouth doesn't hurt after saying that. But no, Lincoln was the finest president we've had in this modern age for sure, because he is the one that took the enormous national tragedy, something that could have torn this nation into pieces and destroyed it, and he put it back together. The only difficulty I have is that later his successor did not have the charitable Christian notion on the treatment of the previous combatants and their loss. We had beaten them. Forgive me, I know this is Virginia, and I don't say that to gloat. It is a statement of historical fact. We had defeated the Confederacy. General Lee himself said that we must start to heal these national wounds we've lost. Now we are Americans all over again, though he was never given his citizenship back. But he said we must heal these wounds. I was of that mind. So I would say that if Lincoln had lived, we would not be suffering a lot of the great troubles we have now, particularly from what some have called the colonization of the South by Northern interests because of Reconstruction. So I would say that if I lament anyone's prenatural passing, it would be Lincoln because of the great reverence I have for him. But there are other great ones as well. One last question, yes?
Yeah, to follow up with both the trust busting kind of I believe you did one of the first major consumer protection legislation.
Oh, with the beef. Yes, the beef and the patent medicines and all that. Yes, yes. He asked me about the consumer protection methods that have been taken by the federal government.
Where do you feel the government belongs in the area of consumer protection?
Where does the government belong in the area of consumer protection? The government belongs in a place of oversight, not abject control, if it can be avoided, but in oversight. We have to take in mind that the sole purpose of government is the protection of the rights of the people. That's it. Anything else is extraneous. So, when the government is protecting the rights of the people, they also you have a right to expect that people will deal with you squarely. You cannot go into a place and buy meat that is advertised to be decent and proper, and it is not. We've all had, myself included for sure, we've all had troubles with our bellies because of something we've eaten. And to just make that, take it away from happenstance and make it to mere profit because I don't want to throw away all that bad meat. No, the people have got to be protected in that regard. And if the government is not enough to simply oversight and say, correct that, then you step in and you do something about it, just as we did with the trusts. Now, that is about all the time I have here. However, my assistant, Mr. Rose, will be here very shortly. If you have any questions you might put to him, I'm very pleased to settle it. My friends, as they said in the colonial days, I am your most humble and convenient servant. So, here we are. I'm Bill Rose. Thank you all for joining me this afternoon. Not Bill Roosevelt, Bill Roosevelt. But no, what we can do, if y'all have any further questions, modern things like that, we can go ahead and raise them up. We'll go ahead and step outside, and if you'd like to take pictures or anything, we can do that as well. Does that sound good? All right, let's go outside.